النقطة ديالي الفايت نهار السبت مع داكوتا إن شاء الله. بغيت نخليها مفاجأة للجمهور، ولكن أنا أكيد جاية من بلادي وهذه الفرصة اللي تحطيت فيها BFL أكيد بأنني.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking like throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way, because I'm not really bothered about like proving them wrong, do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all
long range with her kicks, keeping her on the outside. Nice slip and rip there from Dakota. Push kick drops, Hassna Gaber, and then the right hand after it.
Nice job by Dakota keeping that underhook shallow, using that elbow to frame her out and keep distance where she can create some space and let her hands go in this clinch range.
Gaber is looking out of her element here. She's hurt to the body. That's it. The end of the fight.
Dakota Ditcheva stepped into the cage that night carrying growing hype, but what happened next turned hype into fear. Against Hassna Gaber, Dakota didn't just look sharp, she looked like a future world champion. From the opening second, her speed, timing, and aggression were on another level. Before Gaber could even settle into the fight, Dakota was already forcing mistakes and creating chaos. It felt less like a matchup and more like a warning to the entire division. The moment the action started, Dakota immediately attacked with clean leg kicks and forward pressure. She didn't waste time feeling out the range or playing it safe. Every strike had intent behind it. Gaber tried to adjust, but Dakota's movement and timing were too much to read. She was faster to every exchange and more dangerous in every position. The pressure alone looked overwhelming. Then came the finish everyone remembers. Dakota closed the distance and landed a brutal knee to the body that changed everything instantly. Gaber folded under the impact, and the referee had no choice but to stop it. In under a minute, the fight was over. No controversy, no debate, no lucky punch. Just pure domination from a fighter who looked levels above her opponent. That's why fans started saying Dakota ended Hassna's career. Whether literal or symbolic, the meaning was clear. This wasn't a normal loss. It was the kind of defeat that changes how people see you forever. One fighter left the cage as a rising prospect. The other left knowing she had just faced something special. Moments like that stay in the sport for a long time.
For a headline, I think that'd be amazing. I think when Dakota's healthy, I would love a chance to be able to fight Dakota.
One of the dream fights I want to see is White House, myself and Dakota. And that's a huge bucket list item to be able to do, like fight in front of the president in the White House. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? And I think that Dakota and I both have the skills and the excitement to bring it, to showcase everything that everybody wants to see and make that the fight people see.
She could start asserting some dominance on this round, in my opinion. Oh,
Left hand, big ass. Bishop's in bad trouble. Here come the headlesses. And Liz Carmouche pounds out a world tournament victory.
What made it scarier was Dakota was still early in her MMA journey. Most fighters need years to find rhythm, sharpen instincts, and learn how to finish at a high level. Dakota already looked polished, confident, and ruthless. She carried herself like someone who knew exactly how dangerous she was. That combination of youth and killer instinct is rare. Her striking style made her stand out immediately. Coming from a Muay Thai background, Dakota used knees, kicks, elbows, and bodywork with real precision. She didn't throw wild shots. She picked targets and punished them. Every movement looked practiced, and every combination flowed naturally. She was violent, but technical at the same time. For other women in MMA, that performance sent a message. If Dakota could dismantle opponents that quickly, then nobody in the division could afford to overlook her. Veterans, contenders, champions, all of them had to notice what was happening. She wasn't slowly climbing the ladder. She was sprinting up it. The scary part is that performances like this build confidence. Once a fighter knows they can break people quickly, they become even more dangerous. Dakota started carrying herself with the belief of a star. She entered future fights not hoping to win, but expecting to dominate. That mindset can turn talented fighters into champions. Many fans started wondering what would happen if she crossed paths with the biggest names in women's MMA. Could legends handle that pace? Could champions survive that bodywork? Could anyone stop her once momentum started building? Those questions only grew louder after the Gaber finish. PFL knew they had something valuable. A young, marketable, undefeated striker with highlight reel finishes is rare in combat sports. Dakota wasn't just winning fights, she was creating moments fans wanted to replay. Promotions build divisions around athletes like that. As her career moved forward, that 58-second destruction remained one of the clearest examples of her danger. It showed what happens when Dakota gets space, confidence, and an opponent standing in front of her. The result can be sudden, brutal, and unforgettable. So when people ask why Dakota Ditcheva creates so much buzz, fights like this are the answer. She doesn't just...
The PFL has really gotten behind your teammate Dakota Ditcheva. First off, what do you think of her performances so far this year?
Oh, she's a killer. She's a killer. She's the future of MMA, and I think that she's only getting better. She's young, she's hungry, she's disciplined, she's motivated. She's got a good head on her shoulders.
Beat opponents. She changes narratives, builds fear, and forces the MMA world to pay attention. And for anyone standing across from her next, the message is simple: survive the opening minute first. Valentina Shevchenko has been one of the most feared women in MMA for years. Calm under pressure, deadly in every range, and experienced against elite competition, she built an era where many fighters entered the cage already defeated mentally. But now, a former rival has issued a chilling warning about a fighter Valentina has never faced before. That fighter is Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated wrecking machine from the PFL. And according to Taila Santos, Dakota could be the woman who changes everything. Taila Santos knows exactly what it feels like to stand across from Valentina Shevchenko. Their fight was one of the most debated title matchups in women's MMA. Many fans believed Santos had done enough to win. She pushed Valentina harder than most expected, exposed moments of vulnerability, and proved that even champions can be dragged into uncomfortable waters. Because of that experience, when Santos speaks about dangerous opponents for Valentina, people listen closely. And now the name she's pointing toward is Dakota Ditcheva. Dakota is not a normal prospect. She is not a fighter being pushed with hype and protected matchmaking. She is a genuine force. Young, explosive, disciplined, and violent when the cage door closes. She combines elite Muay Thai striking with sharp movement, timing, and a finishing instinct that many fighters never develop. Some athletes win rounds. Dakota wins moments that people remember. That is why her rise has captured so much attention. She doesn't fight cautiously. She doesn't point score. She hunts damage.
Even though I look up to her a lot, I still want to be in her position and be able to beat someone like her. So.
You could fight any female right now. Who would you want to go with?
Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top.
This is legacy versus legacy to be. Valentina is one of the most well-rounded fighters in MMA history. She reads opponents like code, downloads your game in real time, and exploits the first bug she finds. Dakota, she's got that unorthodox rhythmic striking that could actually throw Valentina off early. Long knees, feints, switch kicks from odd angles. But here's where edgy gets real. Dakota still needs more 5-round reps. Her pace can dip late, and Valentina is the queen of championship round adjustments. Still, imagine a fully dialed in Dakota with sharpened counter wrestling and championship caliber cardio on point. If she dethrones Shevchenko, especially by spectacular knockout, it wouldn't just be an upset. It would catapult Dakota into instant superstardom and turn her into a household name overnight. We're talking late show appearances, global endorsements, the works. That's the rocket ship moment everyone's waiting on, and it would stamp her GOAT application in permanent ink.
Fast combinations, brutal knees in the clinch, body attacks that drain confidence, and pressure that forces mistakes. Once opponents start backing up, Dakota becomes even more dangerous. She senses hesitation and turns it into panic. For years, Valentina has made elite women look ordinary. Legends and champions have stepped in with confidence and left frustrated. Her ability to control distance, counter strikes, mix grappling when needed, and stay composed under fire made her one of the smartest champions in MMA history. She wasn't just winning fights. She was solving problems. But every era eventually faces a new problem. And Dakota Ditcheva may be exactly that. The biggest threat Dakota brings is not only power. It is pace. Fighters like Valentina thrive when they can read patterns, control tempo.
When you come back, what are you looking forward to?
I mean, I have just re-signed with PFL. We've come to a great...
And punish mistakes. Dakota creates chaos with speed and pressure. She doesn't always allow a clean rhythm to form. She makes opponents react instead of think. Against a veteran technician, that kind of aggression can become a serious weapon. There is also the factor of youth and momentum. Champions often carry experience, but rising contenders carry hunger. Dakota is still building.
She's never won a belt, as she's she's not a complete fighter, is she? I'm not a complete fighter. She definitely isn't either, so... But whatever.
Still improving, still entering the physical prime of her career. Every win adds confidence. Every finish increases belief. That kind of momentum can be dangerous because it creates fighters who truly believe nobody can stop them. Valentina, on the other hand, carries something equally dangerous: knowledge. She has seen styles come and go. Wrestlers, strikers, pressure fighters, kickboxers, brawlers. She has adapted over and over again. That experience cannot be taught. It can only be earned through years under bright lights. So if these two women ever met, the fight would become one of the most fascinating style clashes in women's MMA. Valentina would likely aim to slow the pace early, manage distance, counter Dakota's entries, and make the younger fighter pay for reckless aggression. She would try to turn emotion into mistakes and speed into openings. Dakota would likely do the opposite. She would want tempo, volume, pressure, and moments of violence that force Valentina out of her comfort zone. She would want exchanges, damage, and urgency. That is why people are so intrigued by the idea. Tyler Santos understands another truth that fans often ignore. Champions rarely...
Because there's one name that I am dying to see in the UFC, and that's Dakota Ditcheva.
What a fighter.
Yeah.
What a fighter.
Talk about the women's
Can you imagine her?
division needing a superstar, and talk about a perfectly packaged, talented, gorgeous, eloquent, respectful, good, like literally checks every single box, and she's right there. And she...
I'm here with a dangerous Dakota Ditcheva. First question I have to ask, how's the left hand? We saw you shaking it out in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, I think I've injured my left arm, but I think I'm just more gutted because I've been out for so long, and then I've come back and I'm injured again. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much.
This crowd behind you from start to finish, how did that feel, especially in that third round when you were hurting?
Guys, I just want to say that was the best walkout I've ever had, so thank you so much.
Before we get you in the back, I have to know, what does the future hold for you? I know you have to heal up, but when you come back, what are you looking forward to?
I mean, I have just re-signed with PFL. We've come to a great agreement, and I'm going to look forward to the next few years together, so hopefully we can carry on bringing crowds like this, because you guys really set a standard, so congratulations, guys.
Dangerous Dakota Ditcheva fans, let her know how you feel.
They lose all at once. They lose in stages. First comes closer fights, then harder rounds, then younger challengers who refuse to be intimidated. Then suddenly, the throne looks shakier than it once did. We have already seen moments where Valentina looked human. That doesn't erase greatness. It simply reminds people that greatness is not immortality. And Dakota represents the exact kind of challenger who can capitalize on that reality. She is fearless enough not to worship the legend. She is dangerous enough to hurt anyone standing in front of her. She is young enough to improve rapidly between fights. She is confident enough to believe the crown belongs to her. That combination creates pressure no champion enjoys. There is also a larger storyline around this fantasy matchup. It represents more than one fighter versus another. It represents the question fans always ask: how strong is talent outside the UFC compared to talent inside it? Dakota's success has made many wonder whether a top PFL striker could immediately shake up the UFC rankings. If Dakota crossed over and fought Valentina right away, it would be more than a title fight. It would be a statement about the level of competition across promotions. It would be legacy versus arrival.